All right. Hello, hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Everyone's had fun so far today in the hop. Give everybody a couple minutes to come in and whatnot. Um, yes. It has been an eventful day today. I was curious to see what everyone was going to come up with as far as tiny treasures. I was really curious. There's been quite a few really neat tiny treasures this afternoon, this morning, this evening. Um, I actually took inspiration from Nuneka. She had a tiny treasures little some containers that she made. I don't know if it's been like almost 2 weeks ago or something, but I want to give her credit. Like her idea, it just inspired me. And the topic of tiny treasures, I could not get that out of I could not get it out of my head. It was crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a little tiny treasure. Inspired by Nuneka's video that she made, but mine is on a little bit larger of a scale. She used something a lot smaller, kind of like this cap, or kind of like the tin for the waxes. So I used a paper mache container. That's what this is. It's paper mache. That's what I used, and I used some of Finnabair's her mega art stones. I used that down here along with some black sand that I just bought at the Dollar Tree. That's all that is. It's nothing fancy. It's just black sand is all it is, to create the texture at the bottom. And I did put a couple layers of clay down there, kind of like just like what Nuneka did, so that way it brought everything up a little bit. But my whole concept behind this today was I combined the idea of tiny treasures along with we are stronger together, because I wanted the rocks and the sand to represent our group as a whole. And then I'm going to be using some of Lena's handmade flowers as well, and that is inspired by the blooming of the friendships that we have created along during these hops. So it is a combined idea. It's a combined theme with we are stronger together along with a tiny treasure, because I wanted to bring it all together. Yeah, so that's the whole idea behind my project today. I wanted to combine those two different topics. So here's everybody, and then here's our blooming friendships with flowers. We've got our flowers here that I'm going to use. Yeah, that's what we're going with today. So, but I wanted to make sure that I gave credit where credit was due. I didn't want to just take an idea and use it as my own. I wanted to make sure that I passed that credit along. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Paper mache box. I covered it. I started with covering it in the heavy black gesso. I should say hi to everybody. I kind of got stuck in making sure I gave credit where credit was due, and then I didn't say hi to everyone. How's everybody doing? I just wanted to make sure that that I shared that. I didn't want to, take it.
Do you want me to keep the chat here?
Yeah, the chat there is actually really good. Really good. Hello, hello, everybody. But here is my concept so far. I hope everybody has heard that. I used the Finnabair Heavy Black Gesso originally. That's what I covered the paper mache box in. And then I went in with some of her Patina Effect paste, this blue paste here. That's what I used to cover the outside of the container. And then I just used a paintbrush and dry brushed some of the color onto the whole container. So the lid, as you can see, the lid's a lot darker than the actual container, because I'm going to be combining the coral color along with the blue and the black and the white. So that, and then I have some gold, which is going to be our first step. I wanted to make sure this stuff dried kind of, so I started this last night actually, and then continued working on it throughout the day. But our first step is going to be to add, hey, what?
Look at
Mr. Tanner Banner is here. Hey, what's up, my love? That's my son. He's in here. Look at him. I didn't even ask him to come, and he's here. Oh, how sweet. Love it. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Thank you for joining the hops. I know they've been going on for what? How long are we going now? Almost 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that. It's been a while, hasn't it? It has definitely been a while, and I am happy to be here with you guys. Thank you for your support, everyone, for coming out. Even if you just come for a few minutes, hey, that's awesome. I appreciate it. So much more than you know.
8 weeks.
8 weeks. See, Olga? See, 2 months. Can you believe? Has it been 8 weeks? Oh my gosh. That's crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. So right now what I'm doing is I'm using some of the 3D matte gel from Finnabair, and I'm just kind of tapping it onto my stones here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the glitter glass, the gold glitter glass, and I'm going to dust it on my surface. So the gold is going to be an accent color for this piece. So that's what I'm doing right now. But, you know, I had to get some things done for you guys, so we're not just, you know, sitting here like watching paint dry, quite literally, right? Don't want to do that. Who wants to do that? Happy Mother's Day, and now, yes, Happy Mother's Day. Oh, yes, I know. Some of the ladies are just, they're really inspiring, Nikki. I know. That's why I had to make sure I gave credit where credit was due, as far as with Nuneka and her tiny treasures. I just could not get the idea out of my head. Nothing else would come in my head, as weird as that might be. So I wanted to take the concept, but my concept is a rock flower garden. So I'm not going to be using, you know, it's just the concept. You're so, don't be sorry, Olga, you're fine. I know you've been up for hours. I know you made it a, a goal to make sure that you made everyone's live today. Everyone's live, and that is amazing goal.
It is to you.
I know like a lot of the hops I've made everyone's live. I might not have talked in all of the lives a lot, because most of the time I'm actually working on my on my project for the live. But I'm still there. Like, I'm still there, you know, supporting. So, but yes, this is going to be a floral rock garden, basically. And I don't know if everyone was here when I kind of explained it earlier, but I put together the two themes of We Are Stronger Together and Tiny Treasures. The rocks represent all of us as individuals and crafters. And then the floral blooms are our blooming friendships and everything. Sorry, I got a little nervous there. I don't know why. But yes, so that is the whole concept behind it. All right, so now I'm going to take some of the glass glitter, and I'm just going to kind of toss it in there. And I'm going to toss around the glass glitter, so that way it gets stuck in all the areas where I have the glue. And then whatever is left over, like if it's loose, I'm just going to kind of pour right back into the bottle. So that way there's no waste. No waste at all. Can you see the glitter? Glitter, glitter, glitter. If I put it up really close, the camera will focus. There we go. But then I have to make sure I put my hand right here and bring it down so the camera makes sure to focus back down on the project. So I have to be careful about that. I figured out my camera. So there's that. That was our first step. That was the first step there.
Done. We're done. Cut the video.
We're done, huh? Oh no, we can't be done. And then I've got my little blooms that are handmade from Lena Huang, and I just kind of put them down in here. See yep. And the lid does go over this, by the way. I did try it earlier today with the texture paste and everything. So the lid does still fit with the texture paste, just in case anyone was wondering, is that lid going to go back on? Yes, don't worry, it goes back on. Let's see, yes, today I'm staying at the end and amuse yourself with farting jokes. You remind me of my kid and my boys.
Hey.
You're so funny, Olga. Yes, shiny, shiny. I love glitter. Yes. I like glitter, but I don't like the really fine, soft glitter. Like, I love the glitter glass, though. The glitter glass is a lot easier to use. All right, so let's put the lid back on the glue there and the glitter, so that way I don't, you know, have a glitter explosion, right? So what I was thinking of doing is the edges, no, not that, silly Billy. The edges, I have this Distress Abandoned Coral paint by Tim Holtz, and it matches really well with the coral florals I was going to use. So I was thinking of just putting this along the edge, just a little bit, just to bring out some color. So I'm just putting along the edge. No problem there, just like that. Just to add a little bit of, you know, edgy color. And along the edge of the bottom of it as well. So that way it brings all the colors in. So that way not one color just is there and like, what is she doing with that? This is not making sense. It will make sense, I promise. At least I hope. I hope. In my head, it makes sense. Let's put it that way. In my head. No, Karen, Nikki is not next. It is. I do have Nellie's link next. Nellie's Artistic Creations is coming up next. Can you make sure to help me with those comments a little bit?
Okay.
Because I'm focusing on the project, and it's kind of hard to do it all, you know. But I also wanted to use some of the gold. I think the gold goes really well with the coral and the blue. So what I was thinking of doing is using the coral along the edges, but also over that using a bit of gold, if that makes sense. I know you're like, well, why is she doing color over color? But the coral will still be seen underneath it, but you'll also see some gold. Like the gold will be rimmed right on top of it. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not talking like just crazy person like. A talking crazy person? It's okay. It's okay. I'm an artist. I'm allowed to be crazy, right? At least a little bit. At least a little bit. Yes, I was really interested to see everyone's take on Tiny Treasures today. Because Tiny Treasures can be a massive topic. You can take it so many different ways. I know I was talking with Nellie last night, and she was saying, yeah, kids could actually be seen as tiny treasures. And I was like, huh. I was like, I never thought of that, actually. I wouldn't have thought of like taking a picture of your kiddo and turning it into a tiny treasure. I was like, that's cool, because I would have never thought of that personally. Not that it can't be done, I just wouldn't have thought of it. Okay, so basically I'm going to be making a floral garden inside the container. And then on the outside I have other embellishments that I'm going to be using as well. So we're going to go ahead and work on the inside. We're going to put our florals in here. Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Karen asked me personally a question.
Yeah.
We're going to try. We're really gonna try. I'm Caden, by the way.
Son, whose name I'm
different
always ask. Forget you're gonna spoil your mom tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Try.
Okay, I got you now. First I was like, wait, what? What's going on? What are we talking about here?
That's why you don't get the chat.
Yeah, if you can help me keep an eye on that, that would. I mean, I don't mind. Like, I liked being able to see it, but at the same time, I'm not going to be able to like keep an eye on it, because then I won't be able to do my project, and then we won't have a finished project, guys. It won't be finished. This guy is going on top, along with this one too. And so some of these here are going on the inside. So I'm going to cut off some of the stems a little bit to make them a bit shorter, so that way I can put them inside the rock garden. And then I have my tiny florals here that I'm going to kind of put down in there. Kind of like that. I figured there was going to be a lot of coral flowers on the inside, so I was leaving a lot of the blue ones for the outside. But this blue one is going to go right smack in the middle, though. She's going to be the big bloom that goes in the middle. I do hope this turns out well. The idea came out in my head really well. Let's hope it turns out.
Miss Nelly said, "Come on, you can do it both." Aha.
What? I mean, you know, I probably can, but how well, right? How well?
These are the questions we need to be asking.
We need, exactly. So I do have these leaf molds I'm going to be using on the outside, and I was just going to distress them a bit with the vintage gold wax from Finnabair. I love that wax. I gotta say, it is one of my #1 favorite waxes. Like, I use it more than any other wax. It's just one of those colors. Just one of those colors, you can use it with pretty much any kind of project. But yeah, I'm going to, let's see, put my hand up here. It needs to focus. It's not focusing like I want it to. Okay. There it is. So you can kind of you can see the leaf and where I'm putting the gold wax on top of it. All right, now I got to bring it back down. There we go. Yay, it worked. It worked. I'm familiar with the pain train. Hope's going the meds move quick. Aw, Karen, I'm sorry. My husband actually, he got into a car accident back in December. It wasn't his fault. He was on the highway, and he was at a stop on the highway, and I guess a guy coming out from behind him didn't realize that they were at a stop. So, yeah, my husband got rear-ended.
So he ago.
Goodness. So he is in the middle of, actually he's about done with the physical therapy. They wanted to do physical therapy and stuff first to see if that, I'm sure you guys are familiar with insurance, and, you know, I would like to requisition a blue flower to represent me.
Just about to say that.
Blue flower. All right, Karen. All you. All you.
Look at the, how would you even, just, okay, I see it now, okay.
He is okay. He's in a lot of pain pretty much every day. Let me just put it that way. So they're actually talking about surgery now. So he might be having surgery next month, and he's obviously not going to be able to really do much of anything. So, and the other thing is, I mean, he at least had work, so he felt, okay, but then he got furloughed a little. It'll be 2 weeks on Monday. So then that just made him feel kind of, less worth, it's one of those things. I'm sure you guys know how it is. I know you guys all probably have family members or people you know who have been affected by the coronavirus, and that their lives have kind of been turned, upside down. Okay. I don't know. I think the golds, I didn't know if it would work or not, but I feel like the gold kind of is taking over the coral there. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should just go ahead and go with the gold? Yeah, rear end accidents are, they're not good because it's in his neck and his back. See, that's the thing, is it's not just one area. It's in his neck and his lower back. So he's going to have back surgery and the neck surgeries. So 2 different surgeries on 2 different occasions.
Well, that's going to be fun.
Oh, goodness gracious. So I'm, in a sense, him getting furloughed was probably, if any time, I guess now would be the time for that to happen, for his surgeries is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. I think I like you can see the coral a little bit there, but the gold is definitely taking over. But I think I might like the gold, to be
Anne
honest.
here.
Who?
Anne Reese.
Oh, hey, Anne, what's up? It's okay. No worries. I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for coming in. Hello, hello. We are making a little tiny treasure rock floral garden here.
Miss Mineka says, that box is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I'm working on it, working on it. Well, like I said, I was inspired by your creation at the very beginning. I made sure to give credit where credit was due. You know, it's nice to be inspired, you know, by other people, but I have not that it has happened to me personally, but I have ran into where somebody has taken, you know, was inspired by someone else's project, and then they took it as their own. They didn't give, you know, credit where credit was due, and I was just like, oh my goodness, that is like a artist faux pas. Like, you got to make sure, you know, that you give credit where it's due, and it was definitely due to you, Miss Nuneka. I appreciate the inspiration. I was just like, I couldn't get it out of my head. I'm gonna be honest, I could not get your like I was like, okay, that's it. I was like, I'm gonna make a little tiny rock garden thing. So it's the concept, but it is different, right? I'm not like,
Right.
I'm not being a copycat, shall we say?
Not stealing.
I'm not stealing. Exactly. Thank you, Caden. I'm not stealing. I'm not. So let's see. Yes, necks are long, bad pain. Yes, they are. Yes, the gold shimmer is awesome, isn't it? I love that glitter glass. That glitter glass from Finnabair is just, it's beautiful. It's a really cool product. I would use that over like actual glitter any day of the week. Yes, hers was more like a galaxy, wasn't it? It was. It totally was. Where mine is going to be a floral rock garden.
Miss Nikki, I think. That's just organized craft.
Yeah, yep, that's Miss Nikki. We're craft lifting. Hey, that's a cool way to put it. That's different. I haven't heard that one before. I like it, though. I like it. But yeah, I'm just taking some of the gold wax. I hope I'm not boring your eyeballs out. I'm just taking some of the gold wax and going along the edges. I think I like the wax a little better than the coral, honestly. But, I mean, it still shows through a little bit. It's still kind of there. You know what I mean? It's still kind of there.
Miss Karen forgot about craft lifting.
Forgot about what?
Craft lifting.
Craft. Okay. Yeah, you can. If you'd like. If you'd like. So now I'm taking some of the gold and kind of tapping it on the white rocks a little bit. Not that this needs more gold, but I'm like, why not? I'm in the moment, right? I'm just in the moment here. I'm sorry, did you say something, buddy?
I said moment. Such a funny
In the
word.
moment. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, the sides are really kind of plain. So I did some of these chipboard pieces, but I don't know that they're going to sit as flat as I want them to. You know, like on the sides. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use one of these Finnabair stamps. Yes, Karen, yes. Please hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, woohoo, woohoo. Please, please.
Miss Olga and Miss Mineka keep telling people to hit the like button because people aren't.
Oh, no. Yes, please. If you will hit the thumb. I am terrible about talking myself, like, about saying stuff like that. I am the worst. Did you want to say something, buddy?
Miss Nelly said, OMG, it's just gonna stamp.
I know, right? I never stamp. I'm not much of a stamper, and I do have a, like, box container full of stamps. I don't know what it is about stamps. They freak me out. Like, they scare the heck out of me. When it comes to crafting supplies, if there is a supply that scares me, it's stamps.
Miss Mineka, stop her. She's crazy.
Uh-oh, no, not stamping, right? Because that's just not something I do a whole lot of. And I have a lot of, I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with me and stamps. Don't ask me because I don't know. I can't give you a full answer on that one. Okay, but I felt like the sides were a little plain, right? I mean, I just kind of randomly stamped on there. Just, you know. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's cool. I'm just going with the moment. You know, I'm just going with it.
I love that word, moment. It's so funny to say.
Memento. So now I'm using some of my favorite tacky glue. I know everybody uses all different kinds of glues, but ever since I started mixed media, I will say I didn't know the bad thing. Not that hot glue is bad. Okay, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not hating on hot glue. Okay, but yes, Caden is reading the chat. Caden, he's helping me out. He comes to all my lives and helps me with the chat. So.
What does she mean by this, though?
I had a handcuff home, but Caden is reading chat. I'm not sure what you mean by handcuff. What are we talking about? Handcuffs? Handcuffs. Well, getting a little freaky here. You know, I mean, we try to keep the chat, you know, PG, but I don't know. Bring Crystal in. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm sorry, not Crystal. Nikki, I apologize.
Come on.
Bring Nikki in, and who knows what's going to happen, right?
Even Miss Carrie's like, are you okay?
She talking to me or?
No.
Oh, okay. She's talking to Nikki.
Okay?
Like, are you okay? Like, what's up? What's up? Yes, Eileen's tacky glue. I got off subject a little bit. When I first started mixed media, like when I was a silent follower of NuNECA and Tiffany, I was just in the background. Like I had no idea what I was doing, so I would watch their videos and I would learn. And I never saw them use hot glue. And I used hot glue on a project one time, right? Let's see, I think those flowers are coming out okay. And I don't know, within a week or so, elements just started falling off of the frame that I used. And I'm like, oh no. And it was supposed to be a gift for my mother for Mother's Day, right? So I had to totally scratch that 100%, like obviously, because it was not working. I'm going to have to use, because this dried quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a paper clip. I know you probably can't see it. I'm going to use a paper clip. And I'm going to poke down in here a little bit so I can poke my flower in there. I hope that makes sense. Hope you saw what I did there. I just poked a hole down in there, and now I'm just putting the flower down in. So, so there's that.
It looks like a koi pond, but without the water.
Without the water and the fish. That's a good one, Caden. That is a good one. I like it. I like the way you're thinking. See, and then these are supposed to go up front. I got to keep my flowers separate, otherwise I might use them. I might use them. Okay.
Says she needs the police hat on her photo.
A police hat?
A police hat.
Oh, yes, you got to police the chat because it's getting... I mean, we can totally
Because
do, you know...
The like button.
Oh, the like button. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, or if there are any gentlemen in here, you know, I'm not hating. Okay, I'm not hating. Not hating. Okay, so I have one more of those flowers. I've got to make sure, because that's all the flowers I have of those. Okay. I got to make sure that I use them. So that one can go in here. That one goes there. I'm getting a little frumbled. I don't know. Do I like that one in there? Maybe I should take that one out? Because I do have a lot of coral going on in here. So I'm trying to spread out the color a bit, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want, you know, too much of one color. But this blue is basically going to be the only blue flower in here, and that's why I wanted it straight in the middle. So it was around, the coral is all around these other flowers. And that, and that's what I was just going to say. I try to use a different color palette pretty much on all of our lives, And I was struggling a little bit last night with the color palette. I'm like, what am I going to do this time? I can't, I don't want to use the same color palette. And I've never used these colors together before, guys. I've never used coral and blue together. Never done it. So this is a completely new color palette to me. I've never done this, so I might be a little nervous. Like, is this going to come out okay? I don't know. Okay, I kind of like those flowers there. So now we have to make sure to place our other flowers properly along. And that's why I took that one flower out, is because I realized, uh-oh, I was getting a little ahead of myself because I didn't place those larger flowers first. So, yeah. See, we crafters, we're not perfect. We don't, I mean, even though we have like some edited videos and stuff and you never see the mistakes, we make mistakes all the time. And we're like, uh-oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Let me back up and punt.
Thank you, Miss Nellie.
What's up? Thank you, Miss Nellie. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I know, yeah, I don't have many watch hours at all. I actually just looked at it, I think, I don't know, earlier this week or last week or something along those lines. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'll ever get Super Chat this year. Well, one thing is I mostly do lives, and I have done lives for almost a year now. So getting watch time, like after the live, because as you all, most of you probably know, is the live watch hours don't count towards your watch time. So, yeah. So that means people would have to go back after the fact and watch that live. And, yeah, and then that time would count towards watch hours. YouTube has really come up with some crazy rules here lately. Right, guys? Ladies? Don't you think? You know, don't you think? I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know. What do you guys think so far?
Miss Nellie says it has a very beachy color flow.
It is a little beachy, isn't it? And I wasn't going for beachy. I was going more for the color palette, honestly. I was trying to go with a completely different color palette. More than anything else, I'm just making a little hole for my flower stem, guys. Making a little hole for my flower stem to go in, so I'm not like pushing it in and tearing up the flowers while I do it. And Miss Nellie is next, by the way, guys. I know I do have her link posted right up on top. It should be like right at the top somewhere. She is next after me.
I'll link it in the chat.
I don't even know how much time. We have about 25 minutes left.
It's 5:33, so we have 27.
I don't know, ladies. What do you think? Let me put my hand here so it focuses. What do you think? Is that a little, like, am I missing something? Am I...
Oh, sorry. Do you have like that fake grass? You know, like the ones they give you in like Chinese box, sushi box. Fake grass.
Fake grass? No, I don't have that kind of grass. I don't have that kind of grass. That's a good idea, though.
We just have to collect them from sushi
I feel like
box.
it's missing something. Yes, I did. My concept, I made sure to come up with that concept because like I said, I was thinking of both themes. Together we are stronger, along with Tiny Treasures, and the rock garden represents us, our creative crew, and you guys as our viewers. And then the flowers represent the blooming of friendships and relationships that we have after the fact. So it is a combination of sorts, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
I don't know how to pronounce that, but they said to touch metallic or glitter on the petals.
Metallic or glitter on the pebbles. I could probably put something together like that. I'm thinking these two flowers go in there like that. All right.
Miss Dana says.
Glitter mist, glitter mist.
No, it's glitter.
Okay, glitter.
I said Miss Dana.
Oh, Miss Dana. Okay, that's what you said. I was like, mist. It's like glitter mist. Then we're gonna be spraying our flowers. Oh no. Let's see. I do have paint. I don't know. Nellie said it correctly. What did she say
They're
correctly?
talking about super chat and how dumb YouTube is because you can't enable it.
I know. You have to have 3,000 watch hours and 1,000 followers. And if I remember correctly, I think that you have to do it each year. So like when the new year comes around, I don't know. I heard something about it, it having to be renewed each year. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, but I thought I heard something about that at some point. Somebody was saying something about it, I could swear. But I could totally be wrong. I'm not saying I am right.
Do you have a bird or a fairy?
I think I do. I even have, I'd have to move to go get it. Yeah, I'd have to move. Like, that's a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Let's see.
Sorry.
Do you see where those Finnabair embellishments are hanging up on my wall there? Oh, wait. Did I take them out? I don't remember. I move stuff around in my craft room often because I'll use it and then there's only a few left, so then I'll put it in a box.
I don't see any Finnabair embellishment.
What do you mean you don't see any Finnabair embellishments? There's 2 of them right straight ahead there, silly Billy. Yeah, it's like 2. Do you have, are there butterflies anywhere in either of those crews? It's not stuck down yet, so. I'm just adding some glitter glass to.
Oh, there are butterflies.
There's a blue butterfly too. Perfect.
Yeah.
The blue butterfly might be good.
Say it ain't so.
All right, that's glittering a little more. I'm kind of liking it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I can't get it all.
All right, so now, since we see he's got the butterfly for me, he went and got it for me. Thank you, my love.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
My kids and my husband are all.
I'm so dumb.
I call them my loves, my lovelies, my lovelies. All right, what do you guys think of this butterfly here? You think this butterfly would go good? Maybe like, it maybe somewhere. I feel like then the butterfly almost takes over, right? What do you guys think? I feel like the butterfly takes over. Let me bring it closer. And then he covers most of that leaf. Or I'm sorry, covers a lot of that flower. Let me put my hand back down.
People
I
are
love
liking
it.
the butterfly.
Yes, butterfly. Yes, it's too much. I think I like the butterfly. I just think it needs to be smaller. That's the only problem with it. Is it's too big. I think Naneka is right. I think it's too big. Just add a sentiment on top of the flower. Okay, I can do a sentiment. I've got these sentiments here because I have white is in my project, so is black. So I can add one of the sentiments here.
Miss Karen asks, room for butterfly on the lid? Question mark.
Well, the lid actually, I can go ahead and start putting that together because I think I wanted to add a quote on the lid as well.
Yeah, she was thinking put the butterfly on. That's smart.
The butterfly might be good on the lid, actually, because it is a larger surface. So let's see, we've got 20 minutes, so that should be really good timing. I'm just going to add some glue to the back of my castings here. And I'm only going to add glue to the bottom half of the casting because I know the leaves are going to hang off a bit. I don't want them all the way on the leaf, if that makes sense. Okay, so one leaf is going to go kind of like that. Okay, and then another leaf, if I remember correctly, was it supposed to go like this? Let's see, how did I have it? I had like this whole plan, I'm sure if you've been coming to my lives long enough now, you know that most of my projects are planned out for the most part. Like I pretty much have most everything planned out for you guys, so you're not watching me do some of the boring stuff basically. So, hey Michelle, how you doing?
Where? Oh.
She's oh crap your heart out has been wanting me to watch. It's scrap. I know she meant scrap your heart out. But I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, I ain't judging. You know, I ain't judging you. Don't worry, girl. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. And then this big coral flower is going to go on top. So as far as the butterfly is concerned, I still almost feel like the butterfly takes over the flower. So unfortunately, that butterfly is just too big. And I've already looks like I've already used all the smaller butterflies in this set. So looks like that's a no-go on that one. So there's that. There's that. At least now we know, right? That's half the battle. It's half the battle. Now I'm going to just go ahead and get a little bit of glue on my stem. Yeah, bud, what's up?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I thought you wanted to say something.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. If anybody, you know, says anything or, you know, whatever, just let me know. I'm focusing on getting these babies glued on here. Let's see. I did want to bring these in closer together though. And the nice thing about this, honestly, is the big flower will keep these together. That's the idea behind using the bigger flower too. Is the bigger flower will keep all of that in place. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry, bud?
Miss Cheryl said next to the flower on the leaf.
Next to the flower.
Probably the butterfly.
I think she's talking about the butterfly.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is going to be the big flower. And it's going to sit kind of like that. So then here's this. Let me put my hand here so the camera will focus. So here is this. So there's the idea behind the lid. That's the lid. And then I thought about putting a quote on there. But I might not. I might just go with what Nuneka said and just put a quote on the inside. So then there's your other part of your treasure on the inside is a quote. So these little blue flowers were kind of supposed to go underneath the flower just to kind of accent, but I'm thinking.
Annelle Sampson thinks it's very pretty.
I'm sorry?
Annelle Sampson thinks it's very pretty.
Thank you. It's a different concept, right? I did, like I said, I took a little bit from Nuneka, but I also had an idea with, an idea behind it all. It's not just this. I think I've explained it twice now, so you guys probably don't want to hear me explain it over and over and over again. Be like, shut up, lady. We're done. We've heard it. We've heard it. Just be quiet and keep on going. Should I put those blue flowers in there? And maybe just have the one blue flower here, kind of underneath there. I kind of like that. I'm learning technique as we fast forward at the spot.
I think they're talking about live watch hours.
Oh, okay, yeah. The live watch hour, yeah, the live watch hours don't count towards your overall watch hours. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Now, if somebody goes in after the live, after it's already been live, then that hour, however much time they spend watching that video, goes towards your overall watch time. I'm trying to make sure I say that like as clearly as possible there. Make sure I kind of space those flowers out, but yet give them some space. I don't know. Should I put the blue flower? Yes, that's fine. I only way. Sometimes make YouTube that you're interested in that video, so I usually suggest to some people to just leave their YouTube video running. Yeah. Yeah. Kieran says they do count the live watch hours?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I did not think they counted the live watch hours. I was talking with someone about it, and we were both, I guess, under the impression that live watch hours did not count. But if they do, that's stinking fabulous.
Miss Karen says I can see it in my analytics that it counts as hours watched.
Huh. Well, holy moly. Learn something new every day.
Also, Crystal's here. It's Crystal.
Hey, Miss Crystal. Welcome. Welcome. I don't know. I do kind of like those blue flowers in there. I think it brings more blue in with the coral, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot of coral inside here. And I think it spreads out some of that coral. And then I'm going to use a sentiment and put a sentiment. I'm going to use my curling technique and put a sentiment over the top of the two coral flowers here. So, I guess it's sentiment time. I don't know, I think those look okay there.
To the flowers. To blue BL flower. Probably meaning blue flowers. I'm gonna take a guess.
I don't know, it's just the spacing of those flowers were kind of bothering me. I felt like they're kind of bunched up too much, but at the same time, I feel like, let's see, what time is it? I got 12 minutes.
Yes. Miss Crystal's still at work. She's not doing what she's supposed to.
Oh, you're still at work? Yeah, I know. I know the feeling, believe me. There has been a live or two that I've missed because I'm at work, and there are some days where we're slow enough with the work queue that I'm able to, go to a live or watch a YouTube video or something. But this week just was not one of those weeks. Creativity takes courage. Keep life moving forward. Shine like the whole universe is yours.
The one you said after creativity takes courage.
Shine like the whole universe is yours.
I think so, yeah.
I kind of like that because I think it goes well with the sparkles, but then again, it's too big. It's too big, even because you're not going to be able to see all the words.
Yeah.
And it's too big for the lid as well. So that one's a little too big. So we're going to put it back. And unless she heard from YouTube directly, I don't know where she knows that information.
I think he's talking about you saying they don't count.
Yeah, that the watch hours don't count. YouTube is changing all the time. Sometimes it's hard to keep up. Yes, it is hard to keep up. I don't know where I heard that or who I was talking with or what I don't remember. I didn't know. It was something that someone brought up to me. Like I didn't know, but I can't tell you who it was. I don't remember. Happiness depends on ourselves. Oh, together is the best place to be because we're together, right? Okay. Together we are stronger. Right? Right? It's the whole theme. It's the whole theme. What? I think we found our winner. Winner, winner. Okay, I better stop singing. So I'm gonna everybody's gonna be like, okay, let's leave. This lady's singing. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Let's leave. Let's leave. Everybody leave. Okay. Awesome sauce.
Perfect.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me put my hand here so the camera focuses. Okay. What do you think, guys? I know my camera just unfocused because my hand isn't there anymore. Is that good? Oh, shoot a bug.
Aww.
The camera, if my hand's not there, it's not going to show it. That's really weird. My camera's silly. Silly camera. I was just talking with my husband. I was like, you know what would be great? A great Mother's Day gift is a new camera as far as recording videos. I was like, it would be so nice. I was like, because my webcam, I feel like my webcam is kind of out of date. I think I've had it for a couple years, and you know how technology is, right, guys? It's constantly changing. And every 6 months, I feel like a new iPad has come out or a new iPhone. What iPhone are we on now? 11, right? Aren't we on iPhone 11? And iPhone's been around for what? I don't know, 10, 12, 10, 12. Well, no, we're 2020, so at least a decade, right?
Let me look this up.
Caden's going to look it up because now he's curious. Now he wants to know how long has...
2007 was the first iPhone.
2007, guys. So 13 years, not even 13 years. 12, 13. I was right, too. 12, 13 years. 12 years.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been out. That's it. And we're already on 11. So it is. It's like every year. Nevertheless, all the other things they've come out with in the meantime. That's just the iPhone, guys. That's just the iPhone. All right. Do you think I should add some glass glitter to my lid here? Add some glass glitter. Yours was awesome. I'm just not smart enough. I don't know what we mean.
Oh,
I watched Stacy this morning.
Here, maybe to your analytical explanation.
I'm thinking we're going to add some glass glitter to the top, but I think the inside is done. So the inside is us. The rock garden represents all of us together as a group. Together we are stronger. And see, I have to go down. So the hand, okay, see, my camera's weird. I have to, making me nervous. See, it's focused on this now. And now I have to go down. Now we're good. Now we're good.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Camera issues. It's a use. But yes, Miss Nellie is next in about 7 minutes. So, and her link is available right up top in my description box. So it should be easy to just pop on right over there here in just a couple minutes.
I'll post it in the chat as well.
And then my lovely son is going to post it in the chat because he is amazing. He has been such a big help. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for him. We started doing lives over a year ago, and we did them consistently every week on Wednesday nights. And then when Halloween came around last year, unfortunately, I had signed myself up for far too many events, projects, whatever you want to call it, in the month of October. And I just really, I overdid it. So I took a break from YouTube, obviously. And that's what happened. And then now we're back on the YouTube map again. So we did end up taking a break for, obviously, some time. I burnt myself out, and that was nobody's fault but my own. I was still in college at the time, so, And that was towards the end of my studies. That was my last semester, was what was last year. So I just overdid it in October, and that was the last month of college. Well, no, because the last month was November. But still, I overdid myself. I just did too much, and I burnt myself out. And that's what happened. So, just explaining what happened. So, all right. So, making sure I put some glitter glass around. It's all, yes. So there's a little bit here and there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me put my hand here so it focuses. It's not focusing because it's focused down here at the bottom. It's got to like see my wrinkles and stuff. Isn't that weird? It's so weird. It's like it wants to see my hand, my wrinkle hands. But yes, here's the lid with some glitter glass on it. What do you think? You think it looks okie dokies? Okie dokies, artichokes?
It's oak.
And then here is the inside. Together is the best place to be. And that's us, guys. That's all of us. That's us as a group. That's our supporters. That's you guys. Rock Garden, the flowers, our blooming friendships and relationships along the way, along this journey. And quite a journey it has been. So then I take my lid, and my lid goes right on top, slides right on top, no problem. See? No problem at all. And this is, oh wait, it goes down, I promise, because I did this earlier. But anyways, yes. This is the project, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen here. It goes all the way around. So yeah, there it is. There's my tiny treasure, guys. This is my tiny treasure. Yes. I completed it on time. Isn't that amazing? Last time, I don't think I quite completed on time for the first time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Tiffany, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Yeah, it came together there in the end, didn't it? I was feeling a little weird at first, I'm not going to lie. I've never worked with this color palette before, ever. So this was a little weird for me. And then stamping, like Nellie said, stamping. What is she doing? Like, what's wrong with this picture? This is not Jess. This is not what she does. But I'm trying to get more comfortable with a lot of different things that I don't normally do. I am a steampunk grunge girl. I'll tell you that right now. That is my thing. I love steampunk, grunge, ugly, dirty it up kind of gal. So, but yeah, there it is. And Miss Nellie is going to be next. And I will make sure to take pictures of this. I want to thank everybody again for all your support. Do you guys like our Saturdays? Do you want us to continue to do them? Or are you guys just like, oh my gosh, how long are these girls going to keep this up for? Are they ever going to stop? The only reason we keep doing them, guys, is because you want us to. But please let us know. Thank you, Nellie. Thank you, thank you. Yes, Nikki. Yes, I am a total, yeah, totally.
Love Saturdays.
Yes, Cindy, of course. I appreciate you coming out. I'm sure it's really late where you are, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, I don't even know. The time frames, the time changes get me a little, yeah, fumbled and jumbled, shall we say. Fumbled and jumbled. I've really been enjoying these Saturdays. And that you guys are the reasons that we keep doing them. Oh, it's midnight there? Okay, well, that's not too bad. I was thinking worse. I was thinking like maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. But hey, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning isn't that bad for a Saturday, right? You're shaking the
Oh, I'm sorry.
he's moving his tablet and he's shaking everything. But anyways. All right, so it is Miss Nellie's turn. If you guys have other things to do. Well, no. I do them on Saturdays because it's my day off. So I enjoy doing them. I do record other videos, though. I am going to be having some recorded, edited content coming to my YouTube channel for the first time ever. That's not a hop. So, yep. And I'm going to have a drink tonight, so yay! So if I sound a little crazy on the next couple lives, don't mind me. All right, Miss Nellie's up. All right, guys. I love you guys. You guys have a great night. And Miss Nellie's on next. I'll see you later.